Assalamu alaikum warahmatullah. Um, Welcome back, viewers, to Kuanku TV. We welcome you to another interesting edition of the education show. I am Lamin Ture, alias Lamin Ture. I'm a native of Kuankuba. Then here today we are going to be talking about one of the important aspects of education, which is teaching. So I'm having with me a gentleman here who is a Best Teacher Award winner. Best Teacher Award. He's been selected in the region here, within Region 6 here. As part of the best teachers, he's selected as the best teacher in Region 6 here. So after this, I will give him to introduce himself to the viewers. And we are also going to talk about a brief synopsis of his educational background. He'll tell us where he started as a student, up to where he is today. He's at my far right hand corner here. Mr. Sane, welcome back to Congo TV.
Okay, Assalamu alaikum viewers. My name is Pabwe Malan Sane, a native of Misira village. Today I'm with you guys here, Congo TV. I feel so excited as a native of this place. Congo and Misira were all the same. These two villages are located in Sandu district. So my educational background is I went to Misira Primary School, from Misira School, Diabugu Upper and Senior Secondary School. From Diabugu 2014 or 16, I went to St. George's Technical and Senior Secondary School, Basi Mansajang. That's where I was one of the senior counselor 2015 to 2016 batch from St. George's Upper and Senior Secondary School. I progressed to Gambia College School of Education to study advanced diploma secondary in education, specialized science and agricultural science. Completed 2019. I was first posted at Jabang Basic Cycle School, Combo. 2019, 1 year from Jabang was moved to Suduol Upper and Senior Secondary School, Kantora. Suduol 2020 to 2022, moved to Jakunda Basic Cycle School, Willie West. I was in Jakunda 2022 to 2024. This last year I moved to Bolibanda Upper and Senior Secondary School, one of the farthest schools in URL. That's my educational background. Currently I'm teaching at Bolibanda Upper and Senior Secondary School, Kantora, the last village in URL. That is the schools. Currently I'm teaching. I'm taking science and agricultural science and civics in education. These are the areas that I'm teaching.
Very much, Mr. Sane. As we've all heard him, basically his educational background, he has done everything within Region 6 here, that is in Basse here. Starting from his primary education to his secondary education, he has done everything in Region 6 here. So it's like he shifted to the combos during the course of his college education, that is the tertiary level. So we are very, very proud of him. He's a native of Sandu, as he rightly mentioned. As we are all here today, we are from Kuanku and he's also from our neighboring, one of our neighboring villages here in Misra. So we are very, very proud of him. He is part of the Best Teacher Awardees, who is going to represent Region 6 with other regions in the Gambia here. So we are really, really proud of him. Now, before we go further, I would just like to speak or buttress more on the Mandinka language so that our viewers will understand what we are actually here for. Coming coming for Waleng, Mbalbe welcome la Kongo TV to Koteke. Interesting program on Melka Kijami Alabe, Dina Carola, education on Carola. So being fair young Tija Kendo do so Jami Alonko, Sandu Dingola Fanati. Coming be Sandu Dingol Tinyame. Nasoda Jam Danila Jumale Kanyang, Waleng Yintiko, Katijal Mel Select Sawos and Gambia Konajan, Ita region region to Katija Jumiala, Ticha Miala, Katakula, what I got Tijal, Betty region region, Kakamokilin Select Ye, Saikadaning region dol Gambia Mume Konokata KB compare, the Nipareda, I cannot best just of Gambia Mume Kono. So, you know, at his part of the lucky winners, Mankata Mr. Sanity, Aben Fejan, Sandu Dingolomati, so wale mol kontana kula bake. Ninka mune tani mola wala amanke Tijal Mil Dama Burana Combo Banco Kana Bianca Carandiro Kijam, Oldamale Carandiro no. Dalfan feja mol bi jami ale ka bojane e ke la karan ko be ke sandu jane ni pareta ni deni kara tasere education da malake kombo de nena so kana ka diningol sabja so wo kamalan kontanta ala ko la bake so nabe tarla be kaja sot la jami alon ka be kala kaja interest baldi koma start nu nyame wala ala educational background le fa mole wala ala karan commence mun tole wala kata misra fanti ala LBS ke wolto de na bor janata ta basi prosita base kabo base den what time wala natata combo katala college education on yinki. So start lan mel la wala we'll start with the first question, Mr. Sane, okay, which is what does the best teacher award mean to you personally or professionally? Okay. Can you just describe the moment you find out where you were awarded, how did you feel? How was the feeling?
Okay. Lamila. Okay. First of all, I was so excited and delighted and jubilant for the prize because there are a lot of teachers that apply this award, but I was awarded as the best teacher. So, you know, I feel so glad, you know. So personally, it is going to help me to give me more confidence and motivated in teaching and learning, and also it helped me a lot in teaching and learning. It is going to help me because, you know, I will be recognized in the regions and nation as well. By looking at the professional areas of this award, it is going to help my teaching portfolio. It is going to help my teaching portfolio, and also it will help me to improve my professional development in the areas of in my career is the performance of the teachers. Like by looking at the external examination, we call it is either WAS or GABESI. By looking at it, it's one of the areas that they look into considerations. 2022, 29 of students sat for my exam at Jakunda. 27 student credit science. You know, and if you look at the school where it is located, it is one of the remote areas. Students in that particular areas pass 90% of pass. That is one of the achievements. And also last GABESI resources 2024, 15 people sat for the exam and 12 got credit. So therefore I have, you know, play a lot of roles in order to become the winner by looking at the external examination, and also by looking at the GTU, the reward, the GTU has recommended me as the one of the best gardener in this region, and by looking at all those one has made me a winner of this prize 2025.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's great. Coming back ang call mo nyame. Hansa me murun kan ku kilo nyine ka. Mr. Sane biya. Comme abe même foka mole in short. Wala nga nyinin kamina wala ika criteria juma wala ka mun felle jibe ti jabala pour ye best award nyin sodo. Même foka ko abenu school doto he was awarded Jakunda school he was awarded as the best gardener. Niko gardener wala mtija mi alon ko be maraling gardino la karola je. Comme afonu nyame ala introduction nyin aka agricultural science letter aka science fanata. So GTU nata award come here tell them best gardener the whole of this region ja. So mu kulati mi alon ko aku nyin kuma yata bage. Then another diam kudo fana la wala ne dinu la performance fana jubala subject area nyindo. Menka da science la karola. Dini jamale ka exam o sit but ni nata jube ni percentage wise dol bije mo jama buka exam pass dol bije jama la ka pass so ala area nyinto mo jama le nata kata ko me kala area nyinto men kana science la karole so nyim fana nata ko di mi yalon ko bo fana yakin nako ya bulani nyim mol ko mi yalon ko wala mu tijam nyon tamal di Gambia banko nyin kanja men nata ken na nyi region kam fana dija so war is a very very big plus to him as well. Okay, from there the second question that I will go to is, how would you describe your teaching philosophy? Or what are some of the guiding principles that you put into play? Because I know that teaching is something that is not very easy.
Yeah.
It's very, very difficult.
For sure.
There are many teachers in the region here. There are teachers with different philosophies. There are teachers who have different methods of implementing the rules in their classroom, implementing their lessons, as well as delivering their lessons in the classroom. So what is how will you describe your teaching philosophy?
By looking at the teaching philosophy, I have different teaching philosophy. One of it is learner-centered method, or some will call it student-centered method. This is one of the methods. This means students have to, you have to give chance as a teacher. So I was so excited when I was called, as the winner of this prize. So definitely I feel happy about it, and I believe that I deserve it, because most of the people that applied is 90% of them has congratulated me as the winner, because most of them have even told me that, Sane, you deserve this. Last year, I was recommended by GTU. When I said GTU, mean Gambia Teachers Unions, as one of the best guardian master in Region 6, so therefore, this prize also, it will, though I feel very happy, Lamil. Yeah, that's it.
Okay, as he rightly mentioned, Mr. Sane was very, very delighted. We can see that through the way he's expressing himself. It's like the prize had a very, very big impact on his professionalism or his professional career per se. What I would like to ask you one question with regards to the criteria. What do they put into place when they want to select teachers? Because I can see to it that there were many teachers who have applied for this. Many teachers would have applied for these best teachers award. So what are the criteria that they put into play?
Okay, one of the things is to your students to to express themselves, to know their weak areas, understand, and also you leave them to participate in a lesson. We call it learner-centered method. That is one of the methods that's one of my teaching philosophy. Another one is equal opportunity. Like when I said equal opportunities, teachers should try to make the students to be equal, either the male or female or disabled students. You have to give them equality, during your lesson. You should leave all of them to ask questions. Teachers should not say this other one is more intelligent. These are the intelligent people. They are the only one who will participate. The ones that are weak, they are not going to participate. No. So teachers should try to have equal opportunity, give equal opportunity to learners. That is another teaching philosophy. By looking at another one is we call it flipped learning method. When I said flipped learning method, this is the method it's another teaching method. This simply means like you are going to give assignments or homework to your learners so that will to prepare themselves for next class. Or if you know that you have completed this topic, next class you are moved to another topic, you have to tell them that topic that you are going to treat for the next class. So you have to give that one to the students so that they can prepare themselves. They can come with another question for you. You understand? They have dictionary. There are phones everywhere. Google everything, so they can come up with another ideas. That one will help you as a teacher to to help them, to guide them. You understand? So we call that one as flipped learning method. Another teaching method is group work or group discussion. During group work, students they have freedom of expression. They share ideas. There are students, they feel ashamed to talk to teachers directly, but with their colleagues, they will ask their colleagues questions that they don't understand. but they feel ashamed to ask teachers, like a science as a science teacher. Some of them, certain topics are there, like females. They feel ashamed to ask me, but they can ask their colleagues. Those one, or they can share in group. You understand? So that one also is another teaching philosophy which can improve the students' performance. So these are the teaching methodologies or teaching philosophies that I have and I used to implement in my class. Yes.
Okay. That's very, very good. Yeah, as he rightly mentioned, he also buttressed on his teaching philosophy. Basically, what he is trying to express here is that the classroom, in a normal classroom situation, the classroom should not only be teacher-centered. That means it should not only be the teacher who should be delivering lesson in the class.
Yeah.
The pupils who are in the classroom should equally participate as well. So the teaching philosophies that he put into practice in the class, normally in his class, is one he says is flick method.
Yeah.
Yeah. That is like giving out assignments, assessments to the students in the classroom.
Yeah.
Group presentations will also be there. So assignments can be given, which we sometimes call as homework. Group work can also be used as another method that can also improve learners in the classroom situation.
Yeah.
And the other one that he also uses or focuses more is student-centered.
Yeah.
Most of the teachers, like within the Gambia here, if you enter in the classroom, like when you want to observe teachers, what they normally focus on is the teacher will be the one who will be doing the talking. But what he says is, because akamunda komnia you classroom or in a normal classroom situation, teacher ka tarajele, ita ina tarajele ka dinul instruct pour ye kuke. Bara man kete da manya do ko nyimbe kele fa. So akamunda ita la teaching nyimbe nyame ka dinul engage bagal.
For sure.
Aman ke da man ka ko bege.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's happening in Manika County. Come in, flick method melfuka. Come, you just break them down for us.
Okay. Banka move Manika County, akanyininka muna kumayata bakel. Ba mule karandilnya manga kilindi. Ya karandilna do bije ikafu muye lana centimeter olomuko ibe dindun mun karandikang. Foisi falambula ye diamu ni diam da klaso kono. Ni be karandiro lay ni ka diamu because tiya ka karamuta dinung karandile karamta dinung falang ka tiya karandile sometimes karamta dinung ning idea do kana ita tiya fang malong so tiya ita nyande kala multi ya long konte ma be long so niyo hakilo so do you will be able to express yourself and your student ol nyin fala ba fam la bakel so ba ya student ol nyin falan si diam so do fala munde wala group work ni ko group work wala ni do ko di karamta dinung la ye kafu nyoma ko atele sija atele grupo nyinge nyin dol fala nyinge din dol bije kam malule ka diam teacher directly so but ni bo ke kan drong isafo no do nyolien so do nyol falan si de manole nol falan malo isafo no teacher falan sa explain nole isi ko nyum famu triake so do falan bije ka teacher sem ilakte je la bake e ka fu mu ye flick learning method nyimu mundi wala ko like ika teacher dol je bi ni be topiko mun karane ga ni pareta la next class nyanda tala topico mundo new topic la modi ita fula karamte dinu isafu ko time wol bandeta inyanta fule ne afu ko next class nyanda continue la janni so atel nyanda mungala leta suwo ko na len ko dibe so ni fale o kedro ni na ni idea dol la kana because mobile will be sharing ne dictionary be bulle fenjama be bulle ko to mal bijele si nyini ngano le story teacher so dele ni na da dro ni no idea na do karen do fanga sune ga teacher bulle isa be kino riat.
Thank you very much, Mr. Sane. Okay. Do not forget, please, viewers, do not forget to subscribe to Congo TV for more interesting edition of the Education Forum here in Congo TV. Well, we'll continue from where we stop. Our third question is, what strategies do you find most effective in creating a positive impact in the classroom? What strategy? What is the most important strategy? You mentioned different strategies here. The flick method is mentioned. You've also mentioned giving out assignments to students or homeworks to students.
Yeah.
Giving out group works or group assignments or group presentations to students. So which one amongst these do you think is the most effective one in your classroom?
The best one
Yes.
is student-centered method. Because student-centered method, first things that I try to know, to get to know my students, to know their level, their weak areas. When you give chance to them, you as a teacher, you will know the weak areas of this student. You understand? So you have that weak areas will help me in order to come up with ideas or another strategies in order to improve those weak areas. So student-centered method is one of it. Another one is I use what we call positive reinforcement. When I said positive reinforcement simply mean like these students, in the class, some of them are there during tests or assignment or group work. The ones that come first or that perform well. As a teacher, you should try to motivate these people. Whether you buy book or pencil, you give it to them. So next time, the others that did not do well, they will also try to improve. You understand? So we call that one as positive reinforcement. It is very important. So that one also is another strategies that I use during teaching and learning. Another one is another strategy that I use is this one. We call it feedback. Yes, you provide personal feedback to your learners. Teachers have to you have to provide feedback to these learners. When you give them assignment, those that did not have correct, and even those that have correct, sometimes you mark it correct, but you know that the full idea is not there. So you have to give them feedback to these students, so that But some teachers are there after marking the papers, they will leave the papers like that without giving them feedback. So you have to give them feedback so that they will know next time this is the correct answer. This is the this one is the correct.
The one that is
that one is correct. Yeah, okay. That one also is another strategy that has helped.
Okay. Yes. Mr. Sane mentioned different strategies that he normally put in place during his classroom. One of the methods, which I can say the most important method, as he said, is learner-centered method. It's very, very important. We talk about learner-centered method and also giving positive reinforcement to students. This is very, very important. Sometimes teachers during normal classroom lessons will be giving out assignments to kids, or you'll be delivering your lesson in the classroom. Students will answer questions. When you ask a question, a particular student will answer and you will not tell the person anything. Sometimes the student will be disturbing in the class. You will not do anything for the particular student. That particular student can disturb your class as well. So giving feedbacks is also very, very important. Yeah, it's very important. You give an assignment to the students, make sure that as a teacher mark their books. It's very, very important. Mark the books and then give them the feedbacks. If possible, before you start your next lesson, try to delve on that particular lesson that you've done prior to your current lesson. You delve in it and then discuss with them in length. Give the correction. It's very important. It's very, very important. When a particular person got it wrong, when you are doing it in the classroom, whilst you are asking them questions, you will see that some of the slow learners in the class will also come up with some of the questions that you are asking in the class. So that is very, very important. I remember akumaya tabakele. Wala minti strategy sol mi alanko tija nyanta along nyanta kamelke class okon. Comme nga fonu nyame tija be ala on strategy le so mi ala kadinol karani nyaadi le understand nyaadi. But kukilim je mi alanko is very common. Mi alon be nyanta kaminke bel mu teacher soldi ni be classroom ko wala class o nyanta kala lana center le. Amanya kala teacher damal be diamu nyimbe kala. Foy pare classroom ko e buko paketa dinol defe understand la je. So Mr. Sane nata diam min fana la wala positive reinforcement. Ika reinforcement ok. Ya question no nyinin ka dinul ya ka isa fana bulo ko sikari. Ya exam di dino wala test di la mi alon ko ay best grade soto class o nyimu me kono yata e buko sa ya di amari la ye peno sa ya di amari la kuma yata bakel. Wobe dino mi alon ko fana man tara kato ke ka bakel la be motivate la pour next time ni be test di la mari wol fana be la kato ke la bakel pour ye test nyim pass. So mu kulati mi alon ko important bakel. Yeah, so we'll move on with another question for Mr. Sane.
Okay.
Now, is there a particular success story? Like you have a particular student who benefited from one of these your teaching strategies, like a student that you can quote somewhere. Nyalon ko amari fana ay nafa bala so ila teaching strategies sol killing ko mi amari maybe abe doku dola do Gambia banko kanja ya karandi je because ngaje ko karandi lal ega karandi start da men ka jamfale si dini do karandi bi sama wo mari kata ke fendole so for student no do bi mi ala ko mi sa mari to men so mi ala ko sa intending amari ba fang nafa kay la one of these teaching strategies.
Yes. Na karandi start jaban. So one of the student bi ka fa Usman Sane. Nanyin both karandi, but now the boy have no sin. So abafan nafa kanjele. You understand? Still Boni definitely birim boda jaba nata basejang na kombota man siya onya. But with all that, I do communicate with him and he's benefiting. And another student from Jakunda, right now she's in school. This place Amtage, and she's performing very well. Fanta Fati. Those people they all pass through me and she's improving. And based on my teaching strategy and still, and that the guy did not forget about me. And there is another story. When I was at this place, Sudwal, Kantora, there is one girl there, doing Dunam, but ate among Dun school, Abama Karnatini, and Nandina Moti, or a Karnatini school, a Kabla Wafurola, but looking in Senegal. Do you understand? But looking in Fama Bantale, and Abama Bantale. So abandon Nimpula kana Wafurola school or Sudwal. So, Ntalata, na duni school na ifo mo say mbota Sudwal nyaw yan transfer da Jakunda nyaw yan mantarje nyaw, but time to time I used to go there na at least na doman nindila tubaja la karan yung continue la nyan. So still now that guy is on it and she is so proud of me, and that I know that she would not forget about me. So understand. So there are a lot of students, that's they benefited from me through me, and they are very happy about it, and I do communicate with them still. Yeah.
Mr. Sani rightly mentioned, he mentioned some of the students that had passed through him, and then most of them benefited from one of the teaching strategies that he rightly mentioned here. So kudos to Mr. Sani for that.
Okay.
I will move on with another question. Like, teaching is a very difficult profession. I know as a teacher, normally we are faced with different challenges. So what are some of the challenges that you face as a teacher or as an instructor?
One of the challenges I face is as a science teacher, the schools that I taught, there is no lab, there is no scientific lab. You understand? So I face that is one of the challenges that I face. So what I used to do is to improvise materials. Understand? Because even measuring cylinder, to explain, in order for the learners to understand is very difficult in these remote areas, because there is no science materials, there is no scientific apparatus. You understand? So I try by own means. Sometimes I use spoon, videos some of the materials or bring the pictures, show to them so that they will be able to cope with the system. You understand? Sometimes they will even tell me, you are measuring this, always measuring, but we never see it. There are students, there is one student who told me, when you are teaching us, you always said microscope. Can we see microscope? Where is microscope? Oh, I said, wow. You see, so these are some of the challenges that I face. You understand? But I try to cope with it because I know that the government cannot do all. So we have to cope with it, and as time goes on, the students, they understand. And another challenge is discipline in the school. It's another challenges that we face as teachers, because now the child right is affecting educational system, because students fail to understand child right. Child right goes with responsibilities. These are the areas that the students fail to understand. Sometimes you will see them, they behave in other way around. If you want to treat them, they will tell them, oh, that the government said you people should not beat us, you should not do that. But these are the challenges that we face, and these are the challenges that disturb us. But with all that one, I try by own means to maintain peace in the school. Another challenges that we face is mass promotion in the school. Mass promotion, whether student pass or they fail, they have to be promoted in this class. This is one of the problems that is affecting us, because some students, they already know that even I fail, I will be promoted to the next class, so they don't care anymore. Even they should improve, they will not mind, because they already know that even if they fail, they have to be promoted. So sometimes, I face a lot of challenges in this area, because I try to explain to them, try and read and pass the examination. But what they used to say, the mass promotion, whether I pass or fail, I have to. So these are the challenges that we face. You understand? Yeah. So these are the challenges that we face so far.
Mr. Sana mentioned, talked about discipline with regards to the challenges he normally face, or teachers normally face, within the region or within the Gambia at large. When you talk about discipline, what are you trying to actually buttress on it? What does discipline has to do with the challenges you face?
Discipline is very important. Like as a teacher, you need discipline from your student, and the students, because there is what we call student and teachers relationship, and we also have student relationship, teachers relationship. You understand? So this area, discipline is very important. Students should know that teachers are their second parents. You understand? And they should know the limitations between them and the teachers. So sometimes, you see certain students breaking the school rules and the regulations. And with all that, because of their big, they want to fight with you. So sometimes, this is something that has to deal with discipline. And the school, the administration, they should have a very good discipline committee. Understand? In order to control indisciplined students that are indisciplined, these people should control them, so that the teachers will not be angry when the teacher is not happy. Therefore, it will affect your teaching and learning. You go to class, you are not happy, and you know that these students, they are not disciplined. Therefore, you will not be able to deliver. You understand? And even you deliver, you are not willing to. So therefore, discipline is very important. So discipline, it is something that the school and the government have to look into this, into consideration. And the child right that I mentioned is because of the child right. Now most of the students are indisciplined, and they want to break the school's rules and the regulation. And some of the parents are there. What they will do, they will back their children. You understand? They will back them. So which is affecting us. So discipline is one of the things that we are facing.
Yeah. Mr. Sane buttress on some of the challenges that he faced as a teacher, one of which is discipline. This is a very, very paramount. Whether we are referring to the teachers in general or students in general, discipline has to be put into play. In any classroom situation, there should be discipline.
Yeah.
Like somebody who is delivering lessons in the classroom, or somebody who is a teacher or an instructor to you. If you don't discipline that particular individual, like delivering the lesson from that particular teacher is going to be very, very difficult.
Yeah.
Teachers cannot give what they have without getting the maximum respect or discipline from the students.
Yeah.
So discipline is very, very important.
Very important.
Yeah. Coming for in short, nga ngini kami na waleng linga teaching jibe wala nga doku jibe mulka challenges also wala challenges wala munti kolia kol katarje mulka min face. So Mr. Sane min for all nyinde ni ajibe karandiro la karola kolia ku jamal lebi sako sainte mi yalo nga ko so de kamin ko mandi child's right la comme dindi wodi ndi nyanto le sodo well ninge nyanto jibe nyanto every right has to go with the responsibility.
Yeah.
Bari sainte wo man tara kire di bulo ka mala dino le koy ko nyi dino ay right le sodo so kula mi yalan ko ay karandiro ko la teacher so bulu bagale say. So ni ajibe ni tata karambu molto na committee so je mi yalan ko they are disciplinary committees. Mi dani dino ku ke mi yalan ko wala jawyata wala nyanda ka mari kulu basay bus aw kuluro fana ne busaro ki je fa mari baramate bulo ko akamunde to teacher fana kana problem so ko de so kula mi yalan ko liata bage say ne teacher so ko be ko liari bulu bagal you understand. So womu kula de mi yalan ko ko liata bagal aka teacher so affect bagal I mean fana folam komi ne ajiwate mu science teacher ne science jube apparato sol bijemia o instrument sol wala bagage sol joram yale ka wala use ina da gambia yang sa fono school mele science correct science lab so ramansia wol fan jama bijebe kombo ma fan la bani na tan to lay basse banko kanja e de science lab ken do sot la ja so abe kol yala bage pour concept dol bije ya explain no dinno la ya understand abe kol yala bage so aka même fo wala nyinti jama bije kala mobile la use na fe ngomen to fay dinno ma fama bita yata google yata fe ngoni saj den ya tandi dinno comme ni o saj do fa dinno lika ikatere understand la won
ikatere understand no to easily dinante ba explain ne o sometimes like na example ta microscope nka mum foye base hospital foye nen tara jele geñi ni ka wala na jam ni ko ñes nen tara je ka foye lal je ka je lab ngoy ni tara je maje mol ke nya dundi mun kono ten so ni o fodron ya ba ni yelo te ka dunda kono ha you understand. So all those ones are the strategies in this remote area that we as a team am using in order for students to come up. You understand. So ikatere fahamula jele wolto niya mobile ota wedula fo dami alon ko yaji o nieta excursion because ni last years will be nindo gel kara excursion so e kaji jele e ka understand all so nin be krandro ni na fem to fodro ni malo don ka fo fondara excursion la jana la fal man fongo ni ya ona nin tara excursion nin tara la dron nim mano be explain so ga fion ni be picture so be ka terembul na video ta so ni na itande ka be nalon So you understand?
Yeah.
So it's very important
Yeah.
because the legend ma found guy do go. So but we try to cope with it.
Okay. That's very good. Mr. Sarah mentioned some of the challenges he faced and what are the strategies that he put into play so that the students will actually understand some of the things that they've not seen before. Because it's like it is more like abstract teaching. If there are no materials available, the teacher will just be explaining, where the students will not understand anything. So the strategies that he put into play are very, very important, and we consider it that they are normally working for you.
Yeah.
They work out. Okay. The other question is, we want to talk about who has been your biggest inspiration as a teacher. Be it a teacher who inspires you to be a teacher. Like the time you were going to school, I know there were different teachers who taught you, but there is this one teacher who you can inspire, who you can get so many things from. That person was used as an inspiration for you. Understand? Be it at the primary school level, or be it at the upper basic level, senior secondary level, or at the tertiary level. Who amongst these particular teachers or instructors was your biggest inspiration? Your biggest inspiration?
It's Mr. Promise.
Mr. Promise.
Yeah, Gambia College.
All right.
Mr. Promise, during my tertiary institution. Yeah, I even, no, that man is a great man. He inspired me to become a teacher, and I feel happy to be a teacher. And one teacher also during my senior school called Mr. Gaspar Basse St. George's. Right, he's from Ghana. He went back. So this man was our government and history teacher when I was in grade 12. Sometimes he would call me and give me his book to go and copy in grade 10. And when he's not there, I used to explain, and I perform, I deliver well there. And, he told me that one day you are going to be a teacher. Yeah, these two people are the ones that has inspired me to become a teacher. And I cannot forget about them.
That's very, very
Yeah.
Okay. Kami following. Momili alonko ate wole jibe. What when abe karang la karola because niya jibe nibe karam moto. Ka study la sabo nursery level kata for tertiary level. Teacher jamala bi mi alonko wole ke mari karan. But say what teacher kono mukater ye mi alonko wala karan ni nya de bage wala maybe dol bi yala pare la ka nya bage. Yeah. E ka inspire wol to furi defana teacher. Because teacher yeah, ni be karandiro la nyata kala modi mi di dum so ku be jara yemi alko dinun ka wala de mari bulo ko la tijin ma so we ga promise them pate ala mu kule akini mi ala ko wala inspire ba ala pare nyala wala ala karandiro nyala ko
No, I pare nyade I karandiro nyala because Mr. Promise birimbe science birimbe Gambia College na be karandiro la ka dianya bakel the method that he used to teach us. Use one method called step-by-step method. Understand? This simply means you write objective on the board before you start teaching. When he wrote the objective on the board, when he's teaching us, he will follow according to the objectives. So since there, I was inspired and motivated to become a teacher. So for the Gaspar, definitely for him, what inspired me is his mode of dressing. Yes. Or the way he dressed perfect. Yeah. So since there, I was very close to him, and I used to share some of my challenges that I'm facing as a student, and he helped me a lot. But right now he's not here, so I cannot forget about him. Yeah, he's still here.
Okay, that's great. Mr. Sarah mentioned about the teachers who actually inspire you most, like Mr. Gaspar and Mr. Promise from Gambia College. Mr. Promise actually inspired him because of the the teaching methodologies that he normally implement in the classroom. And for Mr. Gaspar, his mode of dressing.
Yes.
So as teachers, we should be very, very careful with what we normally put on when we are to go to classrooms. They are very, very important because students normally look up to us. So we should serve as positive role models in society. That's very important. My next question is, what are your future goals? What do you want to achieve in the future?
Okay. My future goals are one is to become lecturer, Gambia College, whether Basse College or Brikama College. I want to be a chemistry. I want to study have bachelor's in chemistry or study chemistry in future, in order to become lecturers to help these Basse people, especially Basse. I want to lecture in Basse College. Yeah. And another one is to serve as a mentor to my students. That's another goal that I have. Yeah.
Baginin kaga kom nyato sama sining alafta kake mumfenede muna mala ambition ode.
Yeah.
So I kuma killing for jemi alon ka kuma yata bagele olen kake lecturer de. Ninga lecturer jibe comme anin tije ya mon jam fajel be mu karandir ladel da. Ba lecturer ni tata taseri institutional de ka lecturer teroldo.
Yeah.
So aka alafta kala lecturer di. Like Basse nga college yo soto Basse jam, likewise college yo Brikama. But ni ajibe comme jama bi je lecturer ni lafta ke bonnang Brikama ke nati Basse ake koli yakode. But sa ni molbe fan ko mi yalan ko ni inspirational shoto o mi yalan ko ni hame ko soto ka lecturer di Basse ako mo nekala alafta ke woti because alafta ka Basse ko le mako. Atamo Basse ko. So alafta ka Basse ko le mako ya. So mu kule de mi yalan ko akuma yata bake la. The next question is going to be, what advice do you have for the new teachers, or somebody who is aspiring to be a teacher, or somebody who is actually in the teaching system right now? What are some of your advices for them?
Okay. My advice will be patient. The new teachers or someone who is currently teaching, let he or she be patient. Teaching is not easy. You deal with different students. There are students, there are slow learners, there are ones that are fast learners. So you have to be patient. Another one, a teacher has to be sorry. Yes, you have to work for the national development. Because by looking at me, where I'm teaching, Bolivana is very far. It's one of the farthest school in the region, in the Gambia. This place, sometimes when they post teachers there, they will spend only one day. The following day, they are back to regional office. Yes, they want to go back. This place is far. From Bolivana to Basse, you pay 400 or 300. So it's too expensive. No feeding there. You understand? So you have to be patient. When you love the country, you have to serve them. All these students, they are all equal. Those in Combo, those here, anywhere they post you, go there and serve them because your service is needed in that particular place. They will not post you in areas that your service is not needed. Anywhere they post, you know that your service is needed. So you have to be patient and you have to exercise it. And you should try by all means to encourage and motivate your students and know the weak areas of your students. I will tell you one thing. That is the language. These remote areas. A student who can speak English, who can speak English in this remote area, know that he or she is intelligent. Yeah. These students, some of them fail exam is because of language. Some of them are very smart. So when you go there, help them. Whether you are science teacher or math teacher, help them. Tell them to speak English. Use strategies that will make these people to continue speaking English within the school or inside the class or outside the school. So you understand? So new teachers, let them try to serve the country and help the nation. Yeah.
Mr. Sane is saying his advice to the new teachers or aspirant teachers, because we are meant to understand that there are teachers who are already in the system, others are aspiring to be teachers. Some of them are currently at the college. They want to be teachers tomorrow. But teaching has to go with some responsibilities. It's very important.
Yeah.
Like you've mentioned about when a teacher is posted at any part of the Gambia, that particular teacher is supposed to report there.
Yeah.
And he should be there. But this is a challenge that most of the schools in Region 6 here, especially Region 6 here, most of the schools are facing this problem. A particular teacher will be posted there. The teacher will come sometimes. just come and observe the place for one day, or spend a night there, and then the next day he'll go back to the general office, and then he will move.
Yeah.
So, but I don't know what what is the advice that you can give to such teachers to be actually motivated. How do we motivate them to stay in Region 6 here, or what are some of the things that we can actually put into play?
Okay. Region 6. Ati fala mu regional tiga adu abe Gambia yani. So ni mari karandiro ke dogoti. Inyanta parela le karandiro ke. Ni e samba dauda inyanta tala je le karandiro ke ji. Dula be killing. Itara je ye mo tare nyamin. Ifale fanji wonya do. Ini akop you help them because ni aje ko ministry ye appoint because ileftale dula develop. So ni tara je try and dol bi je ni e post je dro wato le ke kurana. Ina bege kurana de fo ni e post la da mi alon ka jam fade sa fo ko nte ko no la kan ni ndemu hol sa tolti ndemu nyinati ye boji they moved to another place. So kadula select ka fo ko mbeste la janet diata no as it is ni your concept so dro it you are not helping the nation. Definitely you are not willing to help the nation. If you are willing to help the nation, you have to be ready. Understand? Nde birimbe combo jaba niana subject o jibe science ndo kel ka try la kende ke fo 90% of students passed. There is no doubt. Why I came here is because of during corona time. Corona nyina kina naraja birin naraja I want to go back but birinaje ko these people I'm from this region, let me stay here and help these people. Yes, that's the time I went school immediately school I went to collect regional transfer and come back. And when I came, I went there, they posed me, the first school that is Sudwa. I said, no problem, I will go there. But I'm a man of fantasy. Molba Holanga go silo jam fatale. Tijal Damman can you discourage Dulai jam fola, Dulai Kuyala? No! Dulai baking. So I went there and I served them. From there I moved to Jakunda. And I helped these two places. Bibi Nikweb and Sambal Dawda. They are willing for me to come back. Look at it. From there I went to Bolivana. Bolivana is very, very far, definitely. From Basse to Bolivana, you pay nearly $200. Abasila. So 2 and 4 is $400.
400.
Yes. So yeah, you see. So Tijanyanda trial ye nation GB.
Mr. Sane be men foka akumata bakele comme yamardo men soto tijale miliale be système kono wala milialon ko ba kata kande pour ka ke tijalde kula milialon ko manke kudi min asono professionnel milialon ko ko lera bakele do ko lera comme momil mala wol buga tarialo na comme tijal ka bata mel face but ay kuma kilim fo milialon ko akumata bakele because ni ajibi hani mol bi milialon ko importantol fan la basé jan bari ni college ke combo sa ni la fake murun nan jaka ka kuti mi yalan ko kolle akuballe e buga pare kana so ndel mel yalan boto jamma fa ni ndel man nga na mol sap del ka balan kana yamara mil yala wolbe jana wolbe sonna pour kana ja ko kolle yala bagel so ay kuma kilim fana fa mi yalan ka kuma yata bagel wala tija nyanta kala modi mi yala be pesen soto la bagel yanda kala modi mi yala be safar la be mu nyala la bagel because ne filo nyin kono jibe mol ka kolle aku jamal ke ka kolle aku jamal takiji so but di moment he wulta sai tata gambe college ka tije yala ke wonin ko kunata sai ta mari nyanda ka o mutal yanda ka pare o kamal o mu challenge le di mi yalan ko te you supposed to overcome that particular challenge yanda pare la o kamal so kula multi mi yalan ko ikuma yata babakel so ko advice obita na tijale mi yala be system ko no sai ten an mi yalan ko elafta ka ke tijale fanadi in the long run. My last question is going to be, what do you hope your legacy as an educator will be? What is going to be your legacy? Like, ni tara dinol be mira la nyadi le. Mr. Sana mun teacher civil.
New jibe, one of it is new school mun nye mention tara new school mun bira. Those sudwol birin tara je na press club tara je. But in Kafuta Muma, Kafuta Madrate moved, I make sure the press club to continue. I create science club there. Science, you understand? Still now, Birimbota Jedron, that club is weak. So still now, student and we need you. But Jakunda, I'm the one who created this one, press club there. When I went there, I'm not an English teacher. But I know the problem of rural students. Their problem is the language. I can say our problem is the language. Yes, the more they can be able to speak, they will be able to perform. This is the concept that I have. If these people can speak, they will perform. So I try to create what? Press club, science club, science and maths club. You look at their garden, understand? You come to sport areas. All these areas I participate. Last year I was the vice coordinator for Woodley West sport. So you see, so all these areas I used to participate. Yes, any extracurricular activities as a teacher you have to participate, so that when you left, students will not forget about you. So you understand. So it is very, very important. So we have to participate in extracurricular activities that can serve as a legacy to us. And another one is to inspire students. You have to your mode of teaching, your method of teaching, your methodology of teaching is very important. So this one, I have one method of teaching, as I mentioned, is called step by step. When I'm teaching, I used to write objectives first on the board, and I will tell my students, you know, the reason why I'm in this class is to explain this objective. If it is 3 or 4, I will tell them this is the reason why I'm today. The lesson is about this one. So this one you have to understand them. If you understand the first one, you don't understand the second one. You don't therefore you have to ask me a question before I leave the class. So when I start teaching, I will follow the first one, second one, up to the third, up to the last objective. So when I'm done, I will ask them, is there any objective here which you don't understand? They will tell me, no, we understand. The first one, yes, I mark it. Second, I mark it. You move like that. And I'm an examiner also. For 3 years, for 3 good years, in 2022, I start marking KBC. So what I used to do, I will go with past papers, past question and answers. Sometimes I go with it. When I did this topic, I'm done with the topic. From the head up to the tail, I'm done with it. I just open the questions, past question answers book, I check it, I set print classwork or assignment. Give that question to them to test whether whether they understand or not. So if you do not want that, you will know that no, these people understand this area. No, these are the areas that they understand. But this other one, I have to improve on. I have to create time. So what I used to do, study class, free study class, day and night. After school, grade 9, grade 8, 9, you are not allowed to go. You have to stay. You understand? The night class, grade 9 is compulsory. All of them have to come. Free. You understand? So because of that one, I will be able to cover my syllabus and also achieve my objectives. So teaching is full of patience. A teacher has to be patient, and you have to create time for yourself. There are teachers, they don't have time. When the student goes, I don't have time. I'm going there. Wait tomorrow. Okay, you just wait. Help them. Help them. Let us help them. They will not forget about us. When you help the students, they will not forget about you. Yes. Even as they say you forget, for them they will not forget about you. And when they see this, oh, you are a teacher. Oh, you are a very good teacher. Up to now, Jakunda school they need me. Sudwall they need me. Jab and the same thing, they all need me. I just went to Bolivana this first time, and I come out as the best teacher. So right now, if I want to move from that place, you know that the community, they will not allow it. Yes. You will just say, because of you, our village name is this and it. So you understand. So therefore, we have to, and another one is teachers have to work together. In the school, staffs, they should join together and work. Yes, they work in hand.
Thank you very much, Mr. Sane.
Okay.
Well, we'll soon wrap up the program here. Okay. But before we leave you, what is going to be your last word for the viewers? What will you tell the viewers?
Okay, my name, as you know that Sane. So in man, okay. Ali along kontelam Mr. Sanedi. Mboda base janne. Sandu misira nana karang be ki janne. Birim primary school bang for senior school. Dia bukulam baselam misira nana school dandol. Nara kom. So birin de tara ni best teachers prize award. Nen teacher mun benda je fanking be boda kombol. More than 10 teachers. They are all from kom. So but until mun boda base jam neta trial ale na mind so gon sa kenole. Still now al nana nana basen kol dema ye karang. So na student ol falang mbal kontona bal tentula bal jaila maninala student ol mun be jabam bang student ol mun kata sudu ol bang mun be jakunda fadi akunguni al be maninal bela bolibana the same thing. I don't forget about you people. So nal be tendu nal jay na ninti je sol mun fale dogo kenyola nal tendu nal jay was tija mandia. So maninal bela al mal nal be tendu natal be jay na principal o mun be bolibana maninal na teacher la madi kon za falan tendu na jay iga bay Mr. Sonko very short man. I call him a very short man. So na falan tendu na jay na teacher la madi na principal la madi ndanyina lala. So anin baja kunda principal do be man do be atela mole prince the last year before last year called Jallo. She's a great man. So nye konton nye jay. So njobo janko nye tendu nye jay. Dr. Mane nye tendu nye jay. I will not forget about these people in my life. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Zane.
Okay.
He is our guest. Like we talk about a brief synopsis of his educational background. He buttress more on that, and then we also talk about some of the challenging issues with regards to teaching and learning in schools. He talked about most of the things that actually inspired him as a teacher, and I think we can draw lessons from it. He also talked about some of the challenges that he faces as a teacher, and these challenges goes to all the other teachers that are in the Gambia here. One of the most important aspects was when he delved in his teaching philosophies. They are very, very important, especially the teacher-centered method is very, very important. So we would like to thank Mr. Sane for coming here today to be our guest at Kuanku TV. This is also my maiden edition of the education program in Kuanku TV, and I'm very, very happy to host you to be our guest in Kuanku TV on Kuanku TV here as well. Coming for in short while Mr. Sane Felenti na program mba adana janne aketa modi mi alon ko best teacher award winalam ni ajibe base mume base banko mume kanya karamu jamal le bija so aketa modi mi ala ya tele tombo jang ko ma tele best teacher atela karandiri nya ye educator nyabo katami mol bela base banko kanya so anin teacher dol bita be na mi alon ko ibota kombo so akuma kamil fo mi alon ko is very important walen salon ko community jal dol boran telefona la nyi basse banko kanya especially na sandu jam yalon ko ibe kata ko ke kam bakele ni na karam la karola jibe ba kata kam bakel so akata modi mi ala dabla best jal kono si duwa e bake comme fast best ja awon ni win mi yalon ka ni mo jamala ba contest la nyaado not to forget we can subscribe to Kuanku TV saka da nga subscribe bake more of these kind of programs like these interesting programs with regards to education will be coming your way. So thank you very much. I'm your host Molamin Toure. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Until we meet again.